The moon. The first things to keep in mind is that yes, because she has feminine energies, is symbolized in the black yin yang or on the South Korean flag, the blue color, governs the water, the tides, and the element water represent feelings. From here comes the outward physical expression. When a person laughs a lot or cries, tears begin to flow. If we consider that she regulates the waters of the planet, we must also remember that we are at least 70% water. That is to say, she has a great power of influence over us. And how does she do it? Are her energies positive or negative? The moon is practically a large projector of energy, like a giant lamp, which is why she shines constantly. Her importance to us is fundamental, as she gives us light in the midst of the darkness. What will night be without light? A complete chaos. Her energy with respect to Earth are completely positive, but in relation to human beings, they are neutral. It says this is because she simply acts as amplifier. Therefore, we are in good mood exposing ourselves to her light for certain times will increase our levels of joy and happiness. On the contrary, and this is happened very often, when a person feels lonely, sad, as their internal waters moves, they decide to go for a walk and be exposing themselves on the moonlight. Their emotional level collapse even further. Feelings as loneliness and deep sadness arrive. One goes out intending to seek comfort and end up returning home worse off. Here is why. An even clearer example is when something is out at the night and or early down on the street with certain people who display strange behaviors or walks talking to themselves. These are people who during the day have the internal state quite controlled, but when the night falls it becomes unbearable. When they go out for a walk and expose themselves to the moon, she does nothing but amplify them, and their natural state is unleashed. Hence the term lunatic. It was already known in the ancient times that she could worsen the states. If we want a very mystical example, the famous werewolf history. When did he transform? Exactly. Now that we have very basic information about her, let's understand what the other use we can give her. The moon has 8 different phases: new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, last quarter, and waning crescent. Once we can clearly distinguish each of their phases, it's time to take advantage of them to decide what our project and goals are, which personal situation we want to resolve. Because, based on her phases and energetic intensity, we can use them to create or conclude situations and projects. Let's see some very simple examples. If I am going through a broken process or want to end of a relationship or close the sale of something, it's a good idea to set the intention under the moonlight, the last quarter or the waning crescent, looking at directly and asking for it, whether out loud, quietly, or mentally. You deliver the intention, ask, give thanks, and let it go. She will do her part, and we must do ours. Likewise, if we can to start a new habit such as getting up early, changing our diet, starting to train, or beginning a new personal or work project, the waxing phase is the right one. That is, we put our energy at the service of the project, but by handing it over the moon, she will accompany the process and strengthen it. In simple words, when you want to end something, do it on the final phases of the moon. When you want to sustain something, we can do on the full moon. If you want to close something, do it in the waning phases. If you do things backward in the wrong phases, it doesn't mean what you want to undertake is going to fail. It simply won't have an effect, so don't worry. The purpose of this knowledge is to make the most and it let yourself be helped by the force of the nature without there for us. During the full moon phases, I strongly recommend intending everything one you sustain for a long periods. Economic situation, health, work, personal project, as long they are already at the point we want to maintain. That is, it serves to provide stability. Now let's see exactly to how work with her. We can talk to her directly and tell her our intentions. I recommend it do it on the mentally form. We can write our intention on a piece of paper, place it under her light, and take it away the next day. I can be burned. During the night, she will have charge with her energy, and when it burns, her energy will spread to near us. That's it. We will have brought her energy down from up there to here. Close your eyes and connect with her, imagining speaking us and communicating your ideas, worries, and desired outcomes. Don't be surprised if you receive a revealing information during the process. Guided meditation are really prepared on the internet by professional help to connect with her energy. Make as a small offering like lighting a candle always in light color from the white to pale yellow, some flowers or something you feel at the moment that she might like. You can paint a picture, dedicate some words or a poem to her. Of course, you can combine all of the above. Important. Do these things with heart and faith. She always rewards. If you are rich these words, it's because deep down you know this exists. Maybe you don't fully understand it, but it resonates because you already know it. Now you are just remembering. She, the moon, has this immense amount of energy available for us, and she is always available. Also remember that she has consciousness, that she is alive, and when you go out for the street, she knows your hair better than anyone else. That's why she charges with energy whatever you vibrates. For this reason, I completely discourage going out under her light on full moon days, blue moons, night completely covered by clouds, or during the new moon phase, because if our energy are low, they will drop out in this sense. And if we go out and there is only darkness, we will find only darkness. On the contrary, when you are in good moment of your life, Expose yourself to her light. Trust her with your project and goals. Let yourself be helped and accompanied by her. For now, I leave you with one last of useful knowledge. Leave blue bottles filled with water under her light, especially during the phases like full moon. The next day you can drink that water or shower with it and let the body hair dry without using towels. You will feel your energy level skyrockets and you will feel completely cleansed.